Hey guys, how you doing? Happy to see you here on video 2 of this free 3-video series that I'm giving away straight to your email. If you are here, then I think you enjoyed the first video, which means that you got a lot of information, it got you excited, and you should be excited because, to be honest, if you take each of these points and each of these guidelines that I'm giving right now, you're more than going to become successful in the industry. You're going to start your career strong. You're going to start it with a kickstart that a lot of people don't get. You're already ahead of the game because you have certain tools and certain knowledge of the industry that a lot of people don't have. Emails I get every day from people asking questions, and you are now ahead of that game. That's exciting, because now you can really start thinking about what you want to achieve in this industry and how you're going to do it and where you're going to do it. So welcome. This is video 2, and this video is regarding the number 2 most crucial element of anybody's profile. It's quite a big subject, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to cover everything in this video today. I'm going to cover as much as I can, as much as possible, so that you get as much information from me as you possibly can. And as always, guys, if you don't quite understand something or you haven't quite got the information that you wanted, then feel free to contact us, contact@rollmodelsacademy.com. You can also go to the Facebook page, which is Role Models Academy, and leave us a message. My team will get back to you. I will endeavor to get back to you as well. And we will obviously work together to create your future in this industry. So I'm willing and excited to give you as much information, to drain it all away from me, give you all my experiences, all the knowledge, not only from me, but from my team, also the people around me, experts and people that I talk to all the time, people in the industry that I'm working with, clients, photographers, agencies, the lot. You are now getting all of that information, which is extremely exciting. Let's talk about the portfolio now. This is a really important element. Now, as I said, when you have your Polaroids, you have the potential of attracting, first of all, the agencies, which is fantastic. That's the main aim. But also, secondly, you're going to attract photographers. Now, photographers are a big part of what you need to get involved with when you're part of this industry. They are a big and vital, crucial element to creating amazing work. They also have direct contact with certain clients, and they're very much connected to agencies and can really accelerate your future in this industry. We have to be real about the situation. There are thousands of agencies, thousands of photographers. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of models trying to make it. Now, this is our problem. We want to be in this industry, but it's an extremely tough, competitive, hard-working industry. One day you're it, the next day you're out. Now, that's the harsh truth about getting into this industry, but there are ways to navigate through that, and I'm going to point out some of those today regarding your portfolio. All photographers are not great. Let's be honest. Just like all agencies are not great, and all models are not great, and all clients aren't perfect. None of us are. We're all striving to be better, and that's fine. But what you need to be aware of, and what you need to grasp, and what you need to take hold of is your own career, your own goals, your own future, how you look, how you come across, the clients that you want to reach to. That's your responsibility. You need to understand that you have to take control of that because it's your business. It's not the photographer's business. He will just walk away and just find somebody else to shoot next time. Just like an agency, they'll walk away from you and find somebody else. So what you need to do is build those relationships with the right people at the right time in order for you to create the right things that's going to get you the work. So how do we look at that? First of all, you have to look at yourself. What is it that you can do in this industry? Be completely honest from the very beginning and just say, right, I am 5'5". Okay, I'm not a typical 5'8" fashion runway model. Okay, so if you're not that, then don't try to be that. Be who you are. Be unique. Find out what you are good at, why you're good at it. Look into the industry. Look at magazines. Look at TV commercials. Put yourself in those positions. Would you hire yourself for those jobs if you were the client? You have to get these things into your head from the very beginning, because otherwise you're going to waste time, you're going to waste energy, and you're going to get really, really, really annoyed by the industry, and you're going to walk away with your head down, you're going to feel bad about yourself, you're going to have a drop of confidence, and you're not going to give yourself the best opportunity in this industry that you could have had. Most people fail at the very beginning because they didn't do it right. And I'm here to help you and guide you so that you don't make that same mistake. You have the control. You've just got to learn certain elements, certain ideas. You've got to create what it is you want to create for the clients. And first and foremost, you have to be honest with yourself. What am I? What is it that you offer the clients? Now that's going to take a bit of time, guys. I'm not asking you to just come up with the answer straight away. I'm just making you aware that these are the things that you need to know about yourself so that you can create your business, so that you can create your career. Because you're young enough and you're quite capable enough of creating an amazing career, but you've got to look at these things pretty seriously at the very beginning so that you can enjoy it in the future. But right now, we've got to do business. We've got to get down to it, you know? So right now, I'm going to discuss a few points that are crucial for your portfolio. The first thing, the very first thing is you need to understand what elements go into a portfolio so that you can start creating those elements and those ideas for you. I'm not saying go out and shoot straight away, but to start putting together a mood board, start putting together some ideas of what you are in this industry. Are you very commercial? Are you very fashion? Can you do campaigns? Do you have any special unique talents like surfing, skydiving, aerobics, swimming? There's so many things that people are good at. Use them as part of your unique selling point, that you become the expert in that for your clients. That's when your portfolio has to replicate what it is that you do very well every single day. Because when they're shooting you, you will easily achieve great things for the clients, and that's all they want. They want you to be aware of what you can achieve, and they want you to bring it to the shoot. So that's number one, being aware of yourself. What is it that you can achieve for the clients? Number two, finding a photographer team that understands those elements and understands that this shoot is for you. Now, once you explain that to somebody, to one of the photographers, or to one of the stylists, or to the makeup artist, or to the lighting guys, or to whoever's involved with your beautiful team, if they understand that this is for you, now there are elements that will also be for them, but you have to take control of this so that it looks right for you. Because a lot of people want to do these things, and if you're not paying for it, they'll want something in return. So you have to get that balance between what the photographer wants, what the stylist wants, what the makeup artist wants, what the hairstylist wants. If all of those things match what you need, then go for it. If it doesn't, find a team that does, or find a friend that can shoot the things that you want shot for your particular profile, because not every shoot is right for every person. You're online every night for a whole week, or 2 weeks, or a month, searching for pictures that represent you in the best way. You create this amazing mood board. You've got to start being creative, guys. There's a lot of creative people out there. You create this mood board. You figure out the styling. You figure out the hair. You figure out the makeup. And you ask the photographer and the team, can you achieve this for me? And does it help you? This will take some practice. But once you do it, you'll end up working with some amazing people. And all of you will benefit from this. Not only will you get the shots that you need for your portfolio, but you'll also get a good team that you can work with for a long period of time. What's the next thing? Well, you have to look at, okay, there's certain elements that have to be in a portfolio. They have to. These are the elements that, it doesn't matter what portfolio you have to have these elements. So they're very important. I'm going to list them down right now. Number one is a very good, strong headshot. This is so that when somebody opens your book, or the first thing that they see on your comp card, Now that's another story about a comp card and how you achieve that. But what they see on your comp card and what they see in the book as the first thing, that's where they need to be captured. That's where they need to be captivated. That's where they need to be excited. That's where they need to be like, this is the person. Then when they move into the next pictures, you have to show them that you've had experience. Now that experience comes from shoots. Yes, fair enough. So if you're just starting off, you may not have that many jobs behind you. So what you need to do is, if you don't have those jobs, you need to create that style of job that shows you in that particular style of potential future job that you're going to get. So that means do something that's very campaign-esque. That means find a campaign online, do it well, do it the way they do it, and make sure that you stand out, that this could be you in this campaign. And the next thing is something that's more of a fashion industry style, but you have to show that you've been into magazines. You have to show that you've done editorials. You have to show that you've been on and in fashion shoots. If you're a commercial model, works the other way. You do some more of a beauty spread, or you do some more of a fashion spread. It's more commercial, but it's still the same element that you've been in magazines, that you've been in publications. Now that really backs up your strength as a model and makes clients really stand up and look for you. If you don't have that, then start looking at ways of how you can create that, or how you can get involved with magazines. Look for the different magazines that suit you. Call the editors, email them, get in touch with the stylists, get in touch with the photographers, show them your Polaroids, show them other pictures that you have and say, I can do this. You've got to be strong with yourself, you've got to believe in yourself. The next thing you need is something that is a little bit sexy, something a little bit cool. Maybe topless, maybe in the underwear, lingerie. When I said topless, I don't mean the girls. We're not doing page 3 Sun in the UK newspapers right now. What I mean is you've got to do something that's engaging in a sexy way. Sex sells, guys, and it still does, and it always will do. So you have to capture it. Once they've seen those first few elements, and then it's like, wow, this girl or guy really knows how to hit me. This guy or this girl, eyes are just straight into that camera, and they're giving me everything. That's what I want for my brand. The next thing you need is something that's a bit more lively, a bit more energetic. Try and find a way to show yourself that you are agile, that you can do things. Now, whether that's doing yoga, whether that's doing a jump over something, whether that's doing some parkour, or you're doing some gymnastics or something, do something that's a bit more lively and vibrant to capture their attention, that you are versatile. This is the elements that are going to take you to the next level. Now, finally, I would also add something that is as a couple, working with somebody or working with another model. Now, this shows that you're able to communicate well with different people. This shows that you're able to connect with different people within the camera, and shows that you're not afraid of somebody taking the limelight, but you're still strong. And another crucial element is to show you working with the opposite sex. Now, it might sound obvious, but a lot of people don't realize that actually that's a big selling factor. If you can work well and look good with somebody else, especially somebody of the opposite sex, it means that the client is able to use you for campaigns, use you for magazines, for catalogs. It's going to look good for their brand. Now, on the opposite side of that is working with the same sex as well. Can you still do the same when it's the same sex? You've got to work on that, because it's going to be a really strong element for you to create a lot more work and get the clients interested in you and show that in your portfolio. Okay, so now we have the fundamentals of the entire portfolio. Now, a lot of people these days are obviously doing it very digitally, and they're using their iPads to showcase that to clients or agencies. No, I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Obviously, we have to move with the times. I still like to have a portfolio that is physical, that you turn the pages, you share it with the clients, you share it with the agencies, it looks professional. If you are going to use the digital route, which is cool, make sure that the images are chosen extremely well. Make sure you don't just have thousands of images on that scroll bar. Because as a client, and I've been a client over the last 6 years booking models, and somebody turns up with an iPad and they just shove it in my face, and it's just full, like an Instagram feed, and there's too many pictures, I'm not going to see it. And it's going to be a detriment to your career, because it's going to bore me. You know, it's really going to bore me to see the same pictures over and over again, or just to see so many pictures. Choose 15 of the top images that represent you the best and put them in order. Put them in order so that when they scroll, they see the headshot, they see the campaign, they see the magazine, they see you with, looking sexy in lingerie, they see you working with another guy, they see you working with another girl. They feel it. They go through the emotion. At the end of it, they're like, wow, you've done really well. You've got a great portfolio. Now, something of that standard takes quite a long time to build up. And I'm not saying that you're going to do that in the next 5 minutes or even in the next 5 months, potentially. But what you have to do is start building it up. Start knowing these elements so that you can focus your energies towards creating those elements for your portfolio. Because if you don't, you just end up going like, oh, this photographer wants to shoot me. This photographer wants to shoot me. Oh, I've got this little job. Maybe I can get a shoot from this. Maybe I can do this. Maybe, maybe, maybe. And the potential is always maybe, rather than actually taking control of your own future, of your own portfolio, and making it right for you. So some really important information there, guys, about a portfolio. And this is only the second part of the 3 parts to a profile. So we've been through the Polaroids. We've had a discussion about the portfolio. Now, I can go into so much detail about how you can look for the light, how the lighting should set up, which particular images you should be looking for, how you're going to work with that lighting and with the photographer, what type of makeup, what type of hairstyling. But I simply don't have enough time in this video. But I do create separate videos for each of those elements later on in the members area and in our blog. So please keep an eye out and keep a check out for that. But for now, I've given you some idea about how your portfolio should be. I've shown you how the Polaroids should be created. So that's going to stimulate into your portfolio. And the next video, which will be in your email box in the next couple of days, will be regarding video. Video is very, very important this day and age. Most clients want you to become a brand ambassador in one way or another. If they're going to shoot something, they are most likely going to do a backstage video. They are most likely going to do a brand video. They most likely want you to do an interview for something. They most likely want you to showcase it on your Instagram or on your social media. These things are really important for us to start realizing and start to learn how to utilize. Now, not only that, but as a photographer, if a model can move on video and can create the looks and can start the feeling and get it moving in that slow motion, it's much easier for a photographer to snap the shot and get that money shot. You have to learn how to move on camera, on video, because then when they're doing the photo shoot, it becomes much easier to capture it. And your job as a model is to get the shot as fast as possible. Now that's going to take some practice, and I'm going to discuss more about doing video and about how to practice on video so that your photo shoots get much better, so that within 10 frames you've got the shot and move on. You know, that's the sort of standard that we're looking at. So how do you do that? Well, that's going to be in your inbox in the next few days. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please do let us know, either on the blog, the Facebook, or in my email, contact@rollmodelsacademy.com. In the meantime, enjoy, start researching, having some fun, and I'll see you in video 3. Cheers, guys.